Hi YouTube, I hope everybody's having a great day. I have another product review. This time it's the Sunforce solar motion activated security light. This is a light that I recently picked up from Costco for $36.99. Normally it sells for $46.99. They have a $10 off going on, so I took advantage of that opportunity and purchased this. It's going to go on the front of my home around the porch area, and I think this is going to obviously give us lighting when we need it, but also act as a security feature because it's solar. We don't have to hook it up into any electrical cables or anything into any kind of outlet. It's kind of all self-contained. I also like the fact that it's the solar panel itself is actually on a different unit, although it does attach, as you see here in the picture. It's not part of the unit itself, so that gives you the flexibility to install the light wherever you feel you really need it, but yet place the solar panel somewhere where it gets direct sun, so the batteries are always ready to go. As you see at the bottom, these are bright LEDs that you're using, and then they are IP44 rated, which is basically great because it gives you good protection against little insects and stuff. Greater than 1 mm, I believe, is what the first 4 indicates, and the last digit 4 is basically for moisture protection. So rainwater and stuff it can handle really well. So that's IP44 ingress protection. And then at the bottom here, you see detection range is 180 degrees. Although I think this can be extended because, as you see here, the lamps themselves are adjustable. So if you just keep it in the default position the way you see it in the picture, it's going to give you 180 degrees, but you can extend that if you need. And then the mounting itself is just a couple of screws. So anyway, this is, I thought, a good package overall. And now let's see what it actually contains. Okay, so as I open the box, here's the hardware that comes with it. So just a few screws that you need to attach the light to, and then obviously your solar panel. And inside here is the actual unit itself. So we'll take a look at that in a second. There's obviously also the solar panel itself, which is a separate unit. And that, I think, is what's all in the box. So now let's take a look at the main light itself. Okay, so here's everything that the box contains. Here's our main light fixture itself. Here's the hardware that they supply, and then here is the actual solar panel that comes with it. And if you are wondering what's the length of this cable, it's actually 4.5 meters, which I think is plenty. But anyway, it depends on your application. For me, I think it'll be enough. And I also like the fact that this thing actually is a swivel. So if you need to install it and change the direction in which it goes, you can do that very easily. In fact, installation is made simpler because you can actually get in this position, get the 3 screws in, and then just tilt it in this position, or wherever you need this to be pointing towards the sun. And then as far as the main fixture is concerned, there are these 3 units, as you just saw, or the 3 parts to the light, I should say. And this thing swivels in different directions. And so that extends the range of the lighting that you need. Obviously, this part here is the motion sensor. And underneath here, there are 3 controls that you have. On the top, you have the 30 second, 60 second, or 120 seconds, which is basically 2 minutes of lighted time that the light will stay on, and then it'll go off automatically. And then below here is the distance, so how sensitive the motion sensor needs to be. So it's low, medium, high, so that's the 3 settings you have. It's defaulted at high. Obviously, you can change that around. And at the very bottom, you have these 3 settings. You have 2000 lumens, which is basically going to use more of the battery, obviously, especially if it's at 2 minutes. And then you have 1000 lumens, which is obviously a little bit duller light, but I think it's pretty bright even at 1000 lumens, but depends on your application. So those are the 3 controls you have. And over here, they give you this little sliding piece, that actually goes on the wall. So when you're installing it, you take this out, actually put the 2 screws in, install it, and then all you need to do is, if I can show you real quick here, it just slides in this way, bam. It's, so it's easy to install because you don't need to handle the whole light. You just take this part out, actually screw it in, and then simply slide the light back in. So even if you have to take the light off for some reason, to change the batteries or something, you don't need to take it off the wall altogether. So it's a good design that way. So let's take a look at the batteries, since I'm talking about that. You have actually got access to the batteries themselves, which are rechargeable batteries. So I'm going to open this up and actually show you what kind of batteries they contain. Okay, so I have unscrewed my screws. I'm going to put them out here. And there are 4 of them. Very easy to pop that out. So if I now take out the cover, you can see that there are 2 batteries. So let's take them out and actually see what kind of lights these are. I'm sorry, what kind of batteries these are. Lithium ion, 1800 mAh, 3.7 volts, and they are rechargeable, of course. Let's see if we can pick out who the manufacturer is. This is Anhui as Power Battery Technology, some Chinese brand. So it's not a very name brand battery. So I don't know what longevity to expect from it. By the looks of it, it's a little different battery. It's not one of your regular AAA, AA batteries, because it's, it's face of the battery over here is a bit different. So I don't know if, you'll have to do your research on whether these are available very easily, but I would assume they are, Amazon or other places. So anyway, so you pop them in. So there are only 2 batteries in there. So if the batteries go weak over time, very easy to switch them out, and the light, LEDs obviously just last forever. So that's the battery side of it. Okay, so everything installed back. So it's now time to actually install it outside and see how it works. Okay, so now this is installed on the exterior of the house. Fairly easy install. This is going to light up my front of the home, and then as you can see over here, the length of the cord was really useful, so I could install it bang in front of the home where we get a lot of sunlight. So it's installed right here. So now let's just see how it lights up at night. Okay, so let's see how it works at night. So as you can see, as soon as it detected any motion, it is set at high, and it immediately turned on. This is at 1000 lumens. I wouldn't say it's bad. All right, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.